What's up guys, I'm PawsBuild, and in this series we're going to be building a medieval town in Manor Lords. But our medieval town isn't allowed to do any trading. This means we're going to need to grow all of our own food and make all of our own weapons. And there's going to be an evil baron off the map that's trying to take the land from us. So we need to not only defend ourselves from bandits, but also from them. I hope you enjoy. After our success with the bandits, we've got so much money, and it's September, so we're into the harvest period. And this is probably a perfect time to start looking at the next thing our town needs, which is ale. The people want ale, so we have to give them what they want. I don't know if these have anyone living in them, these houses yet. I don't think they do, because our appeal isn't the best because of this. Like, they are severely lacking ale and a level 2 church. So let's get them the first one anyway. And in order to get ale, we're going to have to grow barley in the next harvest. So this is the perfect time to start planning it. Now we're in September. We're on the current rotation here. We've got 3 new fields. We've got 1, 2, and 3. So I think the best plan is to maybe mix these up a little bit. I don't really like the idea of growing 2 of the same crop next to each other. And I think this does happen sometimes. Although this seems... Let's double check what it's going to be. So next year, this one, this one, and this one are going to be growing. So maybe this field here isn't the ideal one to be growing wheat right now. Maybe this one should have the same rotation. In fact, I'll put this on fallow now because we don't want to interfere with what they're doing. So this field is going to be a barley field instead. It's going to be barley, fallow. This one is going to be fallow, barley.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
And then this one over here will be barley. Oh, we'll have it on fallow right now, but fallow, barley. Yes, that's it. Okay, cool. And then all the fields should be good. I'm just not going to put the current crop on because it's going to mess up their planting. Because this year's basically done. But that way we'll have 3 barley fields. And it should mean that I don't think any 2 fields will ever be like directly next to each other. Like these are kind of together, which is why I'm swapping them over. If this is barley, that's fine. Like it can grow next to wheat. But if you had a disease or something in the field, you wouldn't want it to spread throughout the field. So a separated field like this with the road is fine. But you kind of want to separate the fields out if you've got that. They don't have diseases in the game, but I just think it's like a little realism thing that you'd probably plan for. In case you had like some kind of bug or whatever that was going through them. Some little critters that were destroying the fields. At least there's a little bit of protection by being a bit further apart. And I think we're probably going to need another farmer, another family, if we're going to do even more fields this time. 4 families doing 6 fields doesn't really seem like enough. We might need more people. I'm going to have a look at our firewood situation. I think we might need to take someone off this charcoal kiln and throw them on here as well. I have 5 families and 2 ox. I'm hoping that that's enough because they have got 2 full-time ox in here, remember? So that is kind of a big one. And once we do have our barley, we can get the other buildings ready, or at least plan them out what we're going to do. So once we've got our barley, where is the next one? I think it's actually a back garden extension. Oh, no, it's not. The malt house here. You turn this into malt with this building, the malt house. So again, this is probably a really good one. There's a spot right here that would kind of be perfect for it. Let's put this in here. At the minute, this stores all of our wheat, and I don't think our granary takes wheat. I'm pretty sure... Oh, we do have it to take wheat, but maybe we should stop accepting wheat and rye and barley. Like, don't accept the raw crops. Oh, we disabled grain and flour, but it makes sense to get rid of wheat and rye as well. And, oh, barley's right there. Because it was in a bag, I didn't see it. So barley, wheat, and rye will disable too. And then they will have to store it in the farmhouse because there's a massive storage capacity here. And if we need more, we should just build a small granary right opposite that just holds all of the farming material. That's all we need, you know? Maybe not directly opposite because this is where our little manor is. And in fact, we haven't connected this up with a road. I feel like we've got to have a little road, don't we? We need a free family to be able to make the malt house. That is true. Maybe we should take one of them off of something right now. Let's take another family off of the charcoal kiln, maybe? or a forester's hut. I'll tell you what, let's take one off a forester's hut just to build the malt house. And then when that's built, we can put them back on. Because we're not going to be making any until we've actually got the barley done. We can also see them finish their harvest. It's quite satisfying to watch the crops disappear. And there we have it. Our malt house is complete. We've got a nice malt house here that we're not really going to be using, but it's there. We've got the barley we can put on top to turn it into malt. And effectively, making beer is a bit of a process because you have to grow barley, obviously harvest the barley. And while I'm talking, I'm realizing we can probably turn these to be the right crop rotations. So we've got wheat, wheat, fallow, fallow, wheat, 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 fallow, wheat. Where are the other ones? Fallow, wheat, wheat. We need a wheat, wheat, fallow. So it's one of each, this one. It's a gap in the middle. That's the one we're missing. Okay. And then this is going to be barley, not wheat there. Barley, fallow, barley. Barley, barley, fallow. Fallow, barley, barley. Okay, cool. They're rotating properly now. So we have every 2 years that we're planting crops, we give them a year where they're just fallowing and they can regain a bit of, you know, nutrient in the soil by, I think it's just growing grass and letting it die, kind of return some fertility back into the soil. But this is going to give us 1 field of barley every year, which I'm hoping is enough for a town of this size. If it's not, we can obviously increase that in future years, but it seems okay. And where are we? October. September to November is plowing and sowing. I feel like we'll probably get there. Maybe they could use 1 more family. I'll see how they go with 5. I want them to have 5 ideally, because if they can make that work, then that's much better for us. And let's put, where did we take them from? I think we took a family from here. And a family from here in the Foresters. Put everyone back. We don't actually need anyone working in the malt house yet, but when we do have barley, we can put that in. And then after that point, the next thing we're going to need is a brewery extension. So when you have malt, you need to turn the malt into ale. And then the ale you can then sell in the tavern. So again, it's a little bit of a process. But it's something that will make our villagers much more happy. So it's worth doing. And they're only at 56 right now. 56% is not enough for us. So on this horrible, gloomy day, I think maybe actually we take the person off of the charcoal here. And we turn one of these houses into a brewery. Where are we going to want our tavern? That's the main question. I think probably about here would be good for most of the town. So somewhere close to here would be good. Next door would be ideal, but they've not been populated. So we're going to need a level 2 plot. And again, probably somewhere that's near the granary, because this is where they're going to store the malt. So maybe actually we should have this burgage plot here be the brewery right next door to the granary. Let's turn this into a brewery extension. And we're going to need another family back to actually do the construction, thinking about it. So let's take a forester off here. Again. Yeah, and they can be our construction family. Oh, stocks are damaged by the weather. It's okay, it's okay. Family members join one of the settlers. Does that mean we've got another family? I don't know. We've got I don't think so. We've got 35 families. We'll see if anyone else wants to join. It's kind of almost a 60% approval, so hopefully people will join slowly. It's not like no one's going to join at 60%. They are green. Well, 117 people. That is crazy. Yes, we have 3 level 1 families. Does that mean people have moved in here? Where are you? 0 or 1? Ah, here. Oh, I think it means 3 people. Yeah, 3 people. Oh no, 6. Where are the other level 1 plots? I thought we upgraded the whole town. Oh, maybe this is a level 1. There's 2 families in here. Maybe that counts as level 1 because they're servants or something. Because everywhere else is all leveled up. We did the whole town. There's no one that lives out here, so... Or the farmhouse, but that's got too many people in it. Yeah, it must be that the 2 families living in the manor count as level 1 living, which does kind of make sense, to be fair. But, you know, those closest to Herman suffer the most. Right, let's get this brewery up and running, and then we can start making some ale. There we go. We've got a nice little brewery in here. That's quite the little adventure in here, isn't it? And you can see they're turning it into ale here. So there's no actual job for them right now because they haven't got enough. They haven't got any malt yet, but it's fine. We're basically we're getting them ready for the next year. Production limit. Let's put this on 20 as well, because again it's 20 that we're not using. We don't need to leave any malt. And here we can enable them. Yeah, they'll keep malt in this building. And ale as well. We may as well. We may as well keep the ale here. And then they don't get full of the brewery. And then the tavern we will probably build over here somewhere. And what do we need for the tavern? Oh, we only need 5 timber. So that's a nice easy building to build. We've got a new family that's just moved in as well. Perfect. Okay, cool. That's what we like. We are in November, and they haven't planted all the fields, so I'm thinking let's put another family on the farmhouse, get them in there, and then maybe 5 is probably enough. Yeah, we've got 36 families. Let's put one back on the forester's hut. You're not super happy, but you're actually okay. It doesn't take them long to actually realize that they're okay with everything. We've almost got enough influence to press our claim on another region. You need 1,000 influence to do that. So probably we take out one more bandit camp, or we start taking tithe, which we're not going to do right now because we've only got 9 months of food. But you start taking tithe or something and we'll get there. Now, treasury. We can definitely afford a few more units here. Oh, we've also maxed out. So we've got 36 spears and... Oh, wow. It's just done it while we're looking at it. 36 crossbows. We have maxed out our little militia units. And our retinue can increase again, assuming we can afford it. Oh, we've got 12 out of 12. That's all we're allowed. Okay. Interesting. Perhaps that improves as your town gets bigger or something. Because I swear you can get more. But it could well be that it's dependent on your the size of your settlement. Unless it's in the... Oh, or is it in the town... This one, the castle planner. Yes, provides 10 garrison space, the outer tower. And that, oh, okay, that's the garrison space. So you can put 10 units in there. And then this increases the retinue size by 12. Now, this is a bit strange to me, the castle planner, because it's not really much of a castle right now. I'm not going to lie. And you can't really, like, this is a very small build area. So I don't really know why, because I don't think you can't put them outside. They need to be, like, connected. So it's a bit strange, unless you can kind of keychain these around, because you'd want guard towers like around your village, surely. So can someone explain to me how that works in the comments? Because I'm probably just getting it wrong. But what we want to do is we want to build the Garrison Tower, because that will give us an additional 12 units, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Can also build it on. So we could build a little tax office somewhere and build it onto that building. Or, which probably makes sense. Like, we are collecting taxes. So we can either connect this onto our house as well. As like a little area. Or we can have it out the back somewhere. We can connect the Garrison Tower onto that. Or we can snap it onto our building here. I just don't really understand how they get between the buildings, to be honest. Because where is the door here? Seems a bit strange. That's like way too high if that's the door that you can see. How'd you get up there? Did you climb? Is there a ladder up there? Let's put the tax office here. Oh, it does expand it. Okay. So then you can put a tower there, I guess. Oh, right. Okay. How do I remove this? I think it's Alt-click to remove. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of it. Right, so this is how you build it. Is you can put little like guard towers. They just need to be connected generally. Like they can't be too far away from your stuff. That makes sense, though. Okay, well, let's maybe put the tax office down here. And it would be good if it had the, I want to rotate it. Let's maybe have it like here. It can have a slight angle, but I want to put the Garrison Tower on this building too. It's like built into it. Okay, I feel like that's okay. I'm happy with that. And it seems like a bit better to be attached. So it's a tax office and it's where the garrisons sleep. Like there's a way in now, which makes a bit more sense. Unless you put an outer tower down here. Oh, maybe that's a better one. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Let's move the tax office. The tax office is going to sit over here. Everyone could be super happy about that building. And then we're going to have a little outer tower that connects to the Garrison Tower. Which can be all the way out here, to be honest. We don't need it to be close, do we? Okay, I think that kind of makes sense there. There's a little entrance to it now. Let's build this. It's going to require quite a lot of materials, but that's okay. So it's 15, 15, and 24. We've got all the stuff. I think let's just get building. We can start building the start of our castle, I guess. We may as well take a couple of families off the foresters. They are planting trees, so let's just take one off of each forester, and then we've got 2 families for construction that can actually start work on this. I'm thinking the 6 families is probably good, because I want to make sure we get especially the barley field in. And we've not got long left. They've not made massive progress. They haven't even plowed it yet. Harvesting, plowing, and sowing. Oh dear, I don't think that's going very well. Let's prioritize this field. Let's give this a high priority for the barley. Oh yeah, of course, we'll have 2 fields of barley at a time. Oh, okay, actually, right, let's put this down to medium. I've done the same thing again, where I forget that if you're rotating them, you're going to have 2 fields of barley going at the same time, if you're doing them like how I've set it up. So that's okay. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. This one's already basically plowed. They're just going to have to work a little bit harder. I'm hoping they're going to get it in. It needs to get the crops in the ground. Wow. Okay, so we've finished our construction of the manor, which also means we have a little tax office over here. But we finished this. I still don't understand how they're supposed to get up there for that. Like, there's no other door. So if we hadn't built this little door here, I don't know how they would have gone in. But this is how it works now. I think it looks good as one unit here. And obviously, we can create a whole castle then. That's amazing. We can make a little fort and everything. Because you could just presumably place the walls and gates. And then... Oh, well, you could place the outer towers and then place the walls and gates inside, I guess. Yeah, they just have to be inside there. But that seems pretty cool, I have to say. Because you can just place outer towers and expand it. So that seems a pretty cool way to do it. I assume that's how they want you to do it, is you place the outer towers around your town, and then you join it up with walls and gates, and everything works. But that's so cool. I honestly didn't realize it was as extensive as it is. So that's a really nice feature. Now, the other thing we are missing in our town from the beer production is obviously the tavern. So we do need to build this. That build took ages, so we've gone right through the heart of winter. And yes, January, we're still experiencing a lot of snow. You guys just go to the thing. Just go there. It's fine. We've got loads of free families now, which is great. I think we managed to get most of our fields. Ooh. Okay, that one wasn't great. This barley field was really bad. I think most of our fields got planted okay, but we were struggling. So we probably do need... I mean, maybe 6 from the start would have been okay. Perhaps that's the way we should have gone about it, but it's done now. We'll know for the future. I'm going to put someone hunting so we get a bit more leather. And then over here, how is our firewood doing? Oh, we're finally getting some good charcoal. Okay, cool. Maybe we put one person on the woodcutter's lodge to get a bit more firewood supply, and then we leave the 5 doing what they're doing. And the last person, maybe I'll just throw in the forester's hut to keep replanting the forest. It does look like they're replanting it, though. It's coming back, isn't it? You can see, look at this game. Look how beautiful that is. It's amazing. Well, in order to finish off the beer production side, we've got our malt house. We've planted the barley, at least in this field, which is growing successfully. So we'll have one good field of barley. We've got the malt house here to turn the barley into malt. And then if we come all the way over here, we've got our brewery that will turn the malt into... Oh, they've still got their goats. Amazing. Okay, well, a brewery with goats. Can't go wrong. But the brewery will turn the malt into ale. And then we just need somewhere to sell the ale. So let's build ourselves a nice tavern. I think it makes sense to whack it somewhere they can all get to it. Here is probably a good place for the tavern, because it's got pretty good access to everywhere in the town. And then we can continue building our houses round. I'm going to put the tavern right there. Let's set this to the highest priority. And then we can let our villagers build in the most fun building they've had so far. A nice tavern. There we are, the tavern is finished. And look at that. This is my new favorite building. This is the coolest thing for sure that we've built so far. And I guess the villagers now can think about drinking ale through the winter, even though they don't have any yet. They definitely can see where it's coming from. That's so cool. I love it. I love the tables outside and everything. That looks amazing. And yes, very soon will be functional. We will put someone in it to actually man the tavern when we're making ale. But we just need that harvest in September of the barley, and then we're good to go. But we've made the beer production now. Ale is on the way. And our villagers will shortly have it in their little hands, and the tavern supply will be fulfilled. So that's definitely a pretty key milestone in our town's journey. And now we have the ale production up and running as soon as we get the barley field in. I think we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one.